This is Don Martelli. I have no idea what I'm doing with this podcast, but I decided to start it because I needed to just talk and get things out while I was sitting in my basement that I now lovingly call the bunker. We've been working from home for about 3 weeks now, and clients have been connected. We've been working on campaigns. Things have been running fairly smoothly, and there's a few things that I've learned over these 3 weeks that I felt that I needed to share, and I'm sure there's other things I can share that could be of benefit to you if you are in business in any way, shape, or form, and you're looking to drive revenue during a time when everything is frankly really fucked up. So my tips are pretty basic. This is going to be pretty blunt, raw, and unedited, as you can probably tell. It's pretty simple, right? We have to stay connected in a time when we can't be in front of each other and shake hands and pat each other on the back, right? So staying connected is pretty freaking easy these days. Between Zoom, FaceTime, email, Teams, Slack, there's a million tools out there. And if you haven't figured this shit out, then you need to figure it out. It's not hard. There's plenty of videos, tutorials, things that are out there for you to use to stay connected. And it's super important to stay connected to your team, stay connected to your clients, and do it in a way that's authentic. Don't worry about your background, kids crying and the dog barking. We have to deal with that stuff. We're home. It's just reality. So stay connected. Keep those communications with purpose. Make sure you have agendas for the calls. Make sure your Zoom meetings aren't all over the damn place. Keep everything focused because people, we have time, but let's not waste each other's time. LinkedIn all day, get emails from vendors and news outlets. And messaging is so hard to get through these days with the multitude of channels we have at our disposal. Then you add on the fact that everybody and anybody is talking about COVID-19 and all the shit that we're going through as a society right now. So if your messaging is not on target for your audience, it's not going to resonate, right? That's basic communications, basic PR. But now, the fact that we're dealing with all this noise and craziness in the world, you can't be out there selling widgets when everybody's worrying about staying healthy and not dying from this friggin' disease. So you got to find a way to communicate with your particular audiences and your customer base and your clients in a way that is through the filter of what's going on with COVID-19. It doesn't have to be about the disease and the drama and death and everything else, but it has to be about your business, the services you provide, and the things that matter with your business and your relationship with your audiences. So if you are a veterans-based organization, you should be talking about how veterans get services now, considering that we can't be together. If you are in an architectural business, you should be talking about what business will look like when you're coming back from our shelter-in-place and social distancing stuff. So use your messaging wisely and do it in a way where you are making sure you're providing value to your audiences. And that value is going to be different for every company and every audience, and even sometimes different audiences within your entire audience base, right? If you're trying to reach a senior coming out of high school, that's a much different message than trying to reach a graduate student if you're in higher ed. So be smart about it. Don't be stupid. Make sure your messages are on point and they resonate with those particular segments of your audiences, but at the same time, want to make sure that you're using what's going on in the world and society as a way to communicate to them with value. What I got for you guys today is provide value, right? We're all stuck at home. I'm sitting in my goddamn basement, been down here for 3 weeks now, and it's getting old, but you have to provide value to those you're connected to. And as you're creating new relationships, also provide value. You might not be driving sales that day, I'm driving revenue, but if you can help somebody out and provide 1, 2, 3 quality touch points or pieces of advice, or help them with something they're working on, down the line when life gets back to whatever the new normal is going to be, it's going to pay dividends. So I've been trying to do 8 to 10 touch points throughout the course of the day, phone calls, Zooms, and the like. So you try to provide that value as much as you possibly can, so do it.